Okay, final reproducer test on the Victrola 59408 1922. We have a number 2 reproducer on this one, and we'll give it a shot. Everything's been done. We're going to play turn that down a second, an acoustic record this time, Raspberries, One Step by the Van Epp Trio. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like Victrola 50, number 59408, has officially been returned to service. And its service is now done. Reproducer's rebuilt, motors not rebuilt, but reconditioned, cleaned up, new spring, everything adjusted, and we are good to go. Of course, that is quarter sawn oak on there. Get rid of the needle. We only use needles one time. After that, we get rid of it because the second time around, it turns into a chisel rather than a needle point as it starts to cut through the grooves of a record. That was an acoustic record. Last time I tested this was with my test reproducer. That was simply a, I think I had a VE on there, a Victor Electric or something like that, but whatever it is. And we can see it was J.G. Heidner and Son, Pianos and Victrolas in Springfield, Massachusetts, 1922. Let's close that up. Now I'll have to take a look at it. And there we go. Light's not perfect, but doing the best I can. A little nippy outside today, so we are working indoors. It actually looks a little darker on film than it does in reality. Not sure why. Surprisingly, the bottom of this, which is usually marked up on these, only has a few little spots here and there. It's not that bad at all. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like natural stain. But usually, because these things are made to be used outdoors in all conditions, you'd find little dings and scrapes and whatnot in this area. And also, I can swing that around, knock the table over. In this area, that's usually facing down when you're using the handle. But you can see it's pretty nice shape. And most importantly, let's turn it completely around. No cracks in the back. You see this, a little one there, but that's just a little veneer. These, because they use the full one-piece horn back here, have no support for these back panels down here. And they tend to crack right here when the lid stay. When the lid stay is not used and this is flopped open, it'll snap right off. But that was not done here. This is in pretty good shape. Whoever had this probably used it primarily indoors and took pretty good care of it. It came to me as a pile of parts. Somebody had taken it apart to probably fix the spring and never put it back together. And it got nasty and filthy and I had to do quite a bit of scrubbing. But that is the original finish on there. The original 1922 finish. Nothing's been changed except it's been cleaned. That's it. And it's in very nice condition. The veneer is not peeling, except that one little spot in the back right there, which I'm not going to bother with. Can't see it anyway. Now, normally, let's see, I played about 30 records on this so far, maybe a little bit more, between testing the reproducer, getting the motor going, everything else. It's playing real nice. This one's going to end up being sold. I can't keep them all as much as I'd like to. But I already have 2 or 3 oak ones, including a 1922 just like this. Really no better or worse. So I will put this one for sale, and I will move on to the next one. I literally have a pyramid of these things waiting for me in storage to get to them and start repairing whatever's broken, cleaning them up, and getting them playing and adjusted. You really can't beat the Victrola 50 as a portable of the 1920s. It's overbuilt, which means it's heavy. It was very expensive when it was new. This is the equivalent to today's money. I think it's like $636 or $63, something like that. I don't remember. A lot of money. It was cutting-edge technology of its day, I guess you could say. And it's very well built. Like all of Victor's products, has a strong motor, especially with the new spring in it. An excellent reproducer in the number 2. Tried and true. They only made it from 21 to 25 with some adjustments along the way for motor position, things like that. And they changed that horn a couple times to reinforce the back of the case a little bit better and to save some weight, though I'm not really sure they saved much. But that's it. We're good to go. Let's take a look at the grain of that wood. It's amazing that they intended this to be just a portable phonograph, to be banged around in the field. They made it as if they were producing one of their top quality indoor phonographs, which is something they changed in 1923 when they realized that they were overbuilding it and it really didn't need to be that good. They started making the Victrola 35, which is half the size, half the weight, has a black fabric cover, and it's still a very good machine. But it's more of what you would think a portable phonograph should be. While this one was so well made, many people were starting to use them as indoor phonographs. As their whole house phonograph. Instead of buying an expensive floor model, they bought this instead. And there was a whole cottage industry springing up for little tables to put these on with record storage, all this other stuff. Victor realized that and figured out pretty quick that they better make a regular small portable phonograph and stop making competition for themselves with this. Well, as you can see, we are now completed with this one. And time to move on to the next one. As you can see, it's not even all chewed up under here. Yeah, you really can't see under there. But it's not all bitten by the needle, as usually happens when they try to close the lid with the needle up. Even has the original felt in nice condition, which is kind of surprising. It's usually they get moth-eaten or just faded with time. But this one's looking pretty good. All right, that's it for now.